Yeah, it's pretty hard to stay constantly motivated, especially when it comes to study. But today, I would love to share with you the way how I stay motivated.
So the option number one is if you're a university student, I suggest you're going to university and study there. Because you're going to be easily motivated since you're literally surrounded by people who share the same idea as you do. And you're inexorably reminded that you have to keep up with your studies, that you have to stay focused. Yeah, just like in my case today, I am at university and here are students everywhere. So you just look at them and you're like, oh my God, I have to study. I have to be like them.
One of the biggest advantages of studying at the university building is the environment. Unlike home, where there are a million distractions, the university is designed for learning. Whether you're in the library, a study lounge, or a quiet classroom, the spaces are built to help you focus and stay productive. Being in a dedicated study space trains your mind to switch into study mode. You can avoid the temptation to scroll on your phone or do chores, allowing you to stay laser focused.
I also love the vibe of this university because of the cats. I'm obsessed with cats, right?
One of the most widespread places where you can definitely focus on your studying, get motivated to study, is obviously very aesthetic, very beautiful, cozy coffee shops like the one which is behind me. There's something about the atmosphere of an aesthetic coffee shop that makes everything feel more alive. The smell of coffee beans, the hum of soft conversations, the calming music, it all creates a vibe that invites focus, creativity, and comfort. You're surrounded by beautiful decor, cozy sitting, and the soft clicking of cups, which turns studying into something much more enjoyable. In a space like this, studying doesn't feel like a chore, it feels like an experience. The environment is so soothing and inviting that it makes it easier to stay present, think clearly, and tap into your creativity. Every little detail, from the plant to the art on the walls, encourages you to relax into the flow of your work.
Another great way to boost your motivation is to study in the aesthetically pleasing location where you can easily romanticize your life, where you can feel like you're in a movie, which will bring you closer to your delusional side. That is literally gonna help you with boosting the motivation. For example, in my case, I'm in the downtown where here are lots of buildings, like in, for example, Korean dramas, which actually gives me the feeling of satisfaction, to be honest.
There is something about being in the middle of beautiful architecture and vibrant city streets that sparks creativity. Whether you're sitting in a chic cafe, overlooking a historic square, or studying in a quiet park, the aesthetic of your surroundings feeds your mind. It's like the city itself is whispering, the possibilities are endless. Beauty has a way of stirring the soul. It makes you feel connected to something greater than just your books or assignments. In an environment like this, inspiration flows more easily. You find yourself thinking differently, dreaming bigger, and seeing the world in new ways. It's like your environment becomes your muse.
At this type of places, you also find yourself in the crowd of people who are doing something. And they're just doing something and they're doing it with a joy.
Another great place that you can find yourself doing your job, your studies peacefully, fully motivated, is definitely Bookshops. Because these surroundings, these special locations are specifically designed for those who would love to do their work without being distracted. And you will find a lot of people doing the same thing, chasing the same purpose here, that are definitely going to motivate you with their presence. These places are quiet, these places are immensely aesthetic, and you can find a lot of interesting literature here that can also be helpful to whatever the research you're doing or the work you're getting done. And usually these places have wonderful background lo-fi music that is going to relax you, and coffee shops where you can be sitting, chilling, ordering your favorite drink, and enjoying the process of study, right? So I highly recommend studying in such places so that you will be totally dissolved in the process of study. Totally dissolved. Yeah, I love this atmosphere. It just motivates me. Sometimes I come to these places just to relax, and after some time I find myself wanting to study because I see a lot of people doing the same thing, studying and like immersing in whatever the process they're going through, like their work, their job, their study, and they just make me want to do the same thing, like go with the flow, you know?
Being surrounded by books doesn't just inspire you to study. It reminds you of the beauty and power of the written word. Each book you pass holds a story, a piece of knowledge, a world of possibilities. It's easy to get lost in the thought that your work, your studies, are a part of this beautiful, ever-growing collection of ideas. Books are the cornerstone of learning. They connect us to the ideas of others and inspire us to contribute our own. When you study in a bookshop, you're a part of a larger story, one that's been unfolding for centuries. It's a reminder that your work matters, that you too are adding to this beautiful collection of human thought and creativity. Sometimes in order to get motivated, you just need to have great things to eat, right? And that's why I love spending my time at coffee shops, because it's literally super aesthetic. Chanted girls, right? Hi.
Can you look at the menu?
Okay, I got it. I want a latte with oat milk, with no sugar.
Ice or ice or what?
Ice, definitely.
Bolognese, right?
Yeah.
Chicken or beef?
She said that beef is better. Have you ever noticed how food can spark creativity? The simple act of eating, especially something flavorful or comforting, can awaken your senses and get your mind thinking in new ways. That perfect bite of a warm sandwich, the sweetness of fruit, or the richness of a hot cup of coffee, all of these things can provide you with a moment of inspiration or a fresh perspective on your work. Sometimes creativity strikes when you least expect it, and food can be a great catalyst for that. Hopefully my video will help you to stay motivated, and definitely if you like this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time!